Yo. Morning, everybody. I was live for 30 seconds and there was nobody here. I was wondering if I hit the public button instead of unlisted, but here you are. What's going on, guys? Karen Checker. So yeah, today we got trial, guys. We got trial for a ticket that I received in the mail from the Torrance courthouse. So we're on our way to Torrance right now. We're gonna see if this officer shows up to defend his lies. Never got a jaywalking ticket when I went for arraignment last month. They said that the ticket was for improper use of a crosswalk. Really? Okay. So we're gonna see how this one plays out. But my last case was dismissed. The officer didn't show up. Sausage McMuffin, is that down on Hammer City Audits? Nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. It isn't meant to be walked on? Sick. What is it meant to be? Rolled on? Sickles. And these cops will do anything to give you a criminal record. They don't care what it is. Traffic, misdemeanor, felony. Last time I got pulled over by the sheriffs and they were like, yeah, you were driving too fast and you made a turn without signaling or something like that. And I was like, really? And I'm thinking to myself, like, was I really going fast and made a turn without signaling? I'm trying to question myself, but these are the lies. These are the lies that they make up just to grab your attention in the moment. They surprise you with certain accusations, you know? Most of the time they're bullshit. Like this guy in Torrance that says I was improper use of a crosswalk. I was nowhere near a crosswalk. I hope they have video evidence because I want to see this. You know? There was no crosswalk. And nobody was crossing the street. We were on the same side of the street, walking across the driveway, obviously filming, doing an audit, a First Amendment audit, to make sure they respect our rights to film in public. I don't know if you guys remember this one, but this was an audit that I did in Torrance at a truck yard. And me and PLA were out there, Pedro Libre Audits, like, subscribe, share, comment, and accuse. Me and PLA were out there, Pedro Libre Audits, like, subscribe, share, comment, and accuse. Filming a First Amendment audit on a truck yard that was actually kind of busy. They had a line of trucks lined up down the street and they were pulling them in one by one. So when they would pull in, we would, stand there, film the truck, and then look at the tires, make sure the tires look good, and then that was it. There was nothing more special to the audit except for looking at trucks and tires, just for shits and giggles, So we did that for a little bit, and a dude comes out with a bat. I think the video is called Bat versus Pepper Spray, who wins, or something like that, if you guys want to check that one out. That's how long ago it was that I'm fighting this ticket for. Go look it up, guys. Tell me when I uploaded that video. I'm sure it was more than 6 months ago. Bat versus Pepper Spray, who wins? The title, I believe. And so I pull out pepper. She comes up with a bat, and I pull out the pepper spray. And, oh, he has pepper spray. He turns around and runs away. you know, and interfering, and I'm doing all this stuff. So he tells me, get over here, you're detained, and he grabs me, and I pull away sick. Like the sickest probably I've ever pulled away from a cop before. He had a grip on me, and I literally broke his grip, and he got pissed. He was so mad that he tried to grab me, and then he tried to throw me on the ground. Like, he literally tried to throw me on the ground and failed. Oh, you guys got to see this. And, you know, I think PLA got the sick-ass angle on it, so make sure and visit PLA, better when you visit. Especially all you trolls out there that want to, oh, let's go see what he's talking about so we can file a complaint. You know? Anyways, so we can call the people and tell them who they are. Wow. Anyways, so they put me in handcuffs and they tell me I'm under arrest. They tell me I'm under arrest for, because his body cam got knocked off, and he said, oh, look, now you knocked off my body cam. Now you're really going to jail. Like I wasn't going to jail the first time, but now I'm really going to jail because his body cam got knocked off, and when he decided to go put hands on somebody that was doing nothing illegal. And we're back. And that's the one that a bunch of people showed up to back me up that night. I think Furry Potato showed up. I think Mr. Scientifical was there. LA Confidential showed up. And who else was there? Somebody else showed up too. So yeah, a bunch of people showed up for support. So at the end of the night, we had a pretty nice crowd out there. There was probably about 10 or 15 cops there, just for me in PLA, but really just for me because apparently I knocked off his body cam, so they called in for backup because he couldn't throw me down on the ground, so they needed like 10 to 15 officers to get me down on the ground, you see. So yeah, so that, and then, so they identify me, they run my record, because obviously they say I'm going to jail, so they're like, well, give me your information, or whatever, you know, because you're going to jail. So I gave them my license number, name and address, and they had me in the back of the patrol vehicle for literally over 30 minutes, like 30, 40 minutes, maybe longer, I don't even know. And, you know, the sergeant, out of the 20 officers, 15, 20 officers that were there, or 10 or 15, I don't want to start exaggerating. Out of the 10 or 15 officers that were still there, they were already there, the sergeant shows up, and then he starts talking to the sergeant. And then all of a sudden, I'm getting pulled out of the vehicle and saying, we're going to let you go with a warning. So when he started explaining his little warning, I started telling him, you know, to F off in the whole 9 yards, you know. Get me out of cuffs, I don't want to hear it, blah, 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 you know. And so I got no ticket, guys. I signed nothing. I promised never to appear, okay? I never promised. When you sign, you're promising to appear, okay? When you sign a ticket. But I never promised to appear because I didn't get a ticket. And a couple months later, I get a ticket in the mail. This is a long story. I got a long drive, guys. I'm just trying to tell you everything. So I get a ticket in the mail, and I'm like, what the hell is this? You know, order to appear in court on this day, which was, I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 months ago. Promised to, or order to appear on this day for a ticket in Torrance. And I'm like, a ticket in Torrance? I start thinking back, and the only incident I've ever had with the cops in Torrance was that one. You know? besides maybe filming a power plant or something like that, you know, in Torrance. But they've always came up like and just waved at us and then walked away from us to go talk to the people, and then they end up taking off without even saying another word. They're one of those departments, you know, like, you know, they're already knowing they don't want to be put on film, so they'd rather not interact and make a fool of themselves, make something out of nothing, because that something's going to become nothing eventually. So when those fools, well, that was actually Torrance PD. We're talking about LAPD right now, guys, of Harbor Division. They're the ones that showed up, you know? So I know if Torrance PD would have showed up, it probably would have been a different scenario. They would have explained to these guys that we have every right to film, not to interact, and they would have drove off without even talking to us. But these two guys show up all, you know, Andy Dandy and son. It looked like one of them was sleeping, you know? It literally looked like one of these guys was sleeping. He's like over there, like trying to open his eyes and yawning practically, you know? And I was like, well, what's up, man? Let's do a DUI on this guy, man. I think you need to do a DUI check, see if he's under the influence. And I'm talking about the officer, and the other guy didn't like that, man. They got mad. They were really mad. They really wanted to take me to jail that day. So, but they did it. They didn't take me to jail, and so now, like I said, guys, I got a ticket in the mail, and here we go. I had a court date probably about a month ago, and I pled not guilty, so they set up trial. They set up trial for today, and the officer's supposed to show up that's accusing me of this crime, you know, with his evidence. My last court date was dismissed. I don't know, you know, if I let you guys know or if you heard about that, but oh, that guy has a tramp stamp. Sick. This fool just rolled by on a bike, and his shirt, you know how the shirt blows up in the back because you know you're riding a bike and you don't, you know, you got a shirt on and it's blowing up. Well, this guy had a tramp stamp. What's up with that? Big old tattoo like this big on his lower back. Sick. At least he didn't have a frontal, huh? Didn't have the frontal. Nah, I'm just kidding. Just get River. Get mad, River. So anyways, yeah, I pled not guilty, and here we go, guys. They set up trial. Should show up today with all his evidence. They presented to the judge, like, yeah, here's the video. I got this guy red-handed, you know. I don't think he's gonna want to fight this. I got him red-handed or whatever, you know. Some bike cop in Pasadena did exactly that. He had like a whole lineup of trials that day. I had a trial too, but the officer that I had a trial with didn't show up. I got dismissed. But yeah, this guy shows up with, like, I'm not even kidding, like 7 videos. There's like, he has 7 trials. Like, this guy must be like all day long just ticket. And the people that are actually fighting it all got scheduled on the same day. Not guilty. So they set him up for this one day. And he just had video for all of them. And before the trial, he started showing the video to all the people. Like, oh yeah, like Jose Gonzalez, yeah, right here. All right, come here. this is the day of the ticket. This is me. I'm, sitting over here, and you made an illegal U-turn. There you are, making a U-turn. Do you still want to fight the case? And then either they say yes or no. And if they said yes, they still want to fight it. Then he would tell them, all right, well, when they went up to see the judge, the person that said yes, obviously they got to proceed. But the ones that said no, the officer would actually take charge of the case and say, yeah, I showed him the evidence and he doesn't want to fight it. He's going to go ahead and plead not guilty. And so then they obviously, or he's going to plead guilty to the charges. So now they got you, they're like, oh yeah, here's this fine and that fine, this penalty fee and a court fee and whatever fees come after that. And, the actual charge. So it adds up, guys. You go in for a $120 ticket, $700 later, you're like pulling your hair out. Like, damn, this is insane. Just like they tried to get me for a jaywalking, it was like $180 or something. I pled not guilty, took it to trial. The jackass didn't show up, and guess what? Case dismissed. Just like that, guys. You gotta always fight these tickets because it's a 50-50 chance. Actually, it's more like a 70-30 chance in our favor that they're not gonna show up. Because these guys, they like to do this, just to, for example, like me, they'll give me a ticket just to identify me. Because, for example, I'm carrying a taser. They want to identify me so that they can say, like, oh yeah, let me see if he has a felony or a warrant. We can take him to jail for being a violation, so they want to trump up charges. It's not because they just want to be, everybody wants to be safe and safe. No, they're trying to take me to jail. That's why they violate my Second Amendment. They violate my Fourth Amendment, the illegal searching. Illegal detention. So yeah, guys, always fight your tickets. Signing on the line does not agree to that you're guilty or you're agreeing to the charges. That just means that you promised to appear to fight it. Always defend your freedom, guys. Let's defend our freedom out here and fight for each other. By winning a case, we're fighting for the next guy or the guy before that didn't know any better, wasn't advised or thought maybe, oh man, I'm intimidated by these court people and all these police. I'm just gonna be the yes sir man and say yes, I am guilty. Yes, sorry. Like, no. Can't be that guy. How many times have people been falsely imprisoned and falsely accused of crimes, end up in jail for half of their life or less or more, and eventually something comes out where they're found not guilty, and then, oh yeah, sorry, here, Jose Gonzalez, pack it up. Like, what? Pack it up? I'm supposed to be here for 20 more years. Oh yeah, no, new evidence shows that you were not guilty, you were not responsible. What? Oh boy. This is how the city or cities end up with lawsuits, because of all these false arrests. It might not be my false arrest, but it might be the guy that was in prison for, more than whatever time, if he got in prison for 5, 10 years, 20 years, like, being accused of something and having all this evidence presented against you, claiming that you did something, man. I really do feel sorry for all those people in jail right now, or that were in jail for that type of situation, man. That's insanity. You know what I'm saying? For the officers to keep doing it over and over, deputies to keep doing it over and over, that's insanity. You know what I'm saying? Can't just be putting people's life, especially under the radar for something they didn't do. So I'm here to fight all my tickets, guys. Every last ticket I get, I've fought in every last ticket I've ever gotten from all these cases I've ever picked up while filming, guys. Not one has been charged. Not one. Not one. I've been harassed. I've been 415 like all day long and nobody does anything about it. I've been 415 like doing audits, and I tell the cops, this guy's disturbing my peace. Do something about it, and they don't do nothing. The cops, when they're biased to accountability, they see you as the guy that one day will catch them doing something bad, and they won't help you today for something they think will happen in the future. That's how these cops work. Dirty. I feel bad for all the good officers and deputies and law enforcement, agents that literally get a bad name just for, carrying that badge. And it's hard to tell which ones are the good, out of the bunch, because, it just seems like there's not enough good ones to stop the bad. There's maybe one good one for every 30 to 40 bad ones. I don't know. That's just the way I see the numbers. And they prove it every time we're out there, like you can be on a watch with the same officers but on a different call with a different group of dudes, and the whole scenario turns out different, where you had a incident, you were filming an incident somewhere else with the first group of officers that were like, hey, good, nice to see you out here, thanks for having our back too, like they appreciate it. They appreciate the eyes on them, and the people definitely appreciate the eyes on them, when they're being harassed, so it kind of works both ways. But if these officers are, making fools of themselves, then what can we do about that? We're going to record it, we're going to expose them. That's just the way it is, man. So got to keep those cameras rolling. And in the process, when we need help, just like those officers leave comments, oh yeah, when you need help, I hope they show up and they don't help you. That's exactly what they do. Why am I gonna, pull out of pocket to pay these, false accusations and all these false charges, and just bow down to everything they tell me to do, sit on the curb, all this blah blah blah, give me all this, tell me all this information, I need it now, like, no, I'm not gonna give you anything. And they're like babies losing a pacifier at that point. They go just berserk mode, trying to find a reason, trying to find that pacifier. Oh, did you lose your pacifier? Is that why you're mad? on, let me stick something in your mouth real quick, make you feel better. You know, so stand your ground, guys. Stand your ground. Just like these officers on Saturday had me and Navy watchmen at gunpoint. Somehow my video just magically turned off, but I think it was the douchebag from the, I think it was the dude from the dispensary might have turned it off, because he was the only other one standing right there. But I have the 360. It's a surprise to me too, because I haven't seen it either. You know, so when I get back from court, I'll probably get that together and put it up. But yeah, the video goes blank all of a sudden, and you know, I wasn't able to retrieve it until, I think they got AV Watchman out of cuffs first, and then they got me out of cuffs. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. We'll see it together, guys. On the way to Torrance Courthouse, guys. Gonna go fight this ticket. Not guilty. You know, and see what happens. You know, if this officer does show up, let's see what type of story he has. You know, let's see what he makes up, because he wasn't there. He didn't see anything. The only thing he saw was when he abused the shit out of me and violated my rights, and then let me go. That's what he saw. And if they have any camera evidence from the building, they're not going to show me blocking any traffic, which would be the issue of being in a side a driveway, right? That would be the issue. If I'm blocking vehicles from coming in, that would be the issue right there. Oh, this guy is in the driveway blocking vehicles. But you know, I challenge them to show me evidence of that. You know, which they don't have it, so they're probably not going to show up. But regardless, we still got to fight it, guys. We still got to do our part, do our due diligence, show up. You know, represent for the people. Don't be that guy that doesn't show up and doesn't take care of it, because that turns into a warrant, and then they want you even more after that with more charges. You know, if you're facing time, you're going to get more time. If it's money, you're going to be paying more money. You know, you don't want to give them more money. You want to give them no money. You know, so they learn. Stop writing fake tickets, you know. Stop sending people to the court, because you're not doing anything good for the people. You're a harasser at this point. At this point, you're proving us right that you're a harasser. Right, guys? At that point, the cops are just out there harassing the people. If you don't show up to fight your tickets and to say this was guilty of a crime and this is what he did, and look at how bad, look at all this, you know, traffic he caused, or look at all this delay of business he caused, or look at, you know, we come out with some actual facts. I mean, you're trash. You're just trash, and you're a harasser. And that's it. You know, and that's all you're good for, is that little ticket book and the handcuffs and the threats. You know, that's all you got. What skill is that? Tell me, what skill is that? You know? I mean, anybody can carry cuffs and a gun and a badge, and anybody can do it. Any damn person can do that. Because guaranteed you, when you approach somebody, if you have a gun, people will be intimidated because they don't want to get shot. Anybody could do that. Come here, what are you doing? Oh yeah, I'm the police. Come here, you have to listen to me, you know. But can you do what I do? I don't think so. Do you have skills that I have? I don't think so. You know? I doubt it. You probably don't even want to get your hands dirty. You're that guy that's standing there with the hand sanitizer wipe cleaning your hands after you touch anybody or anything, you know, because you're just that guy that doesn't want to get dirty. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean Nikes, Mr. Nice Tight Shirt, you know, Mr. No Stain T-shirt, you know, Mr. Nice Iron Pants, you know. Well, I don't want to get dirty, so I wear a uniform so I don't have to. You know, I'll just tell people what to do and take them to jail and then wipe my hands after. You know what I mean? What kind of skill is that? What kind of skill is that, guys? Shit. Beat any of these guys on any skill. I'll build anything. I'll build anything. I'll weld anything. I'll wire anything. I'll fix anything. Shit. What kind of skill you got, officer? Oh, you're gonna write me a ticket and send me to jail so I don't have any more skills? Sick. Sick individual. I do it all. I'm a mechanic, electrician. I do it all. Shit. Throw something at me, I'll fix it, even if I don't know how, without instructions. That's right. So, yeah, what kind of skills you got besides driving a car, getting trained on driving a car fast and slow, and then pulling out your ticket book, you know, and how to control a little light switch, and you know how to drive, you know, how to drive like distracted driver, how to be a distracted driver, typing people's information into, you know. Everybody on their phone while driving, they already have those skills. Those are just like what? I don't get it. You know, that's pretty embarrassing, because if I show up to court and they're not there again, they don't show up to defend their little tickets and stuff, then what good are they, you know? Seriously, what are they if they're just out here harassing the people, ticketing people, and then they don't show up to defend their cases, you know? They should be fired. They should be defunded. This is a waste of taxpayers' money. It's a waste of courts, you know, time and effort to actually do the right thing and to find criminals that are actually breaking the law, you know, doing horrific things and jailing them, you know. Not the camera guy that's out there filming and oh yeah, we got him now. Let's get him in jail now. Yeah, this is the one. You know, it's harassment. Not just for the camera guy, but for anybody out there that's, you know, being harassed on you know, just by, you know, being in public. You know, all of a sudden you got cops rolling up on you. Hey, come here. What? You know, you also have to have that respect and dignity for yourself to be a law-abiding person, law-abiding citizen, you know, and say that, you know, be proud of who you are, and be proud that, you know, you don't commit those things that they're accusing you of, or people think that you're doing, you know. Be a good person and be proud of who you are, guys. Teach kids to be like that, you know, because you can't be proud, and you can't have some dignity for who you are, some respect for yourself. You know, things end up bad. You know, you end up, you know, take these type of skills don't, you know, gotta be taught. You know, so each one teach one. That's why we gotta teach these cops a lesson too, that you're not just gonna be out here ticketing and harassing people and being a revenue junkie, because that's all they are. That's all you're doing is creating revenue for the county or the city, whatever, you know, jurisdiction you're in. and taking people's money straight out of their pocket. Even people that don't even have it. Look at that Sammy person the other day that they didn't take Sammy to jail. The one that threw a cup of ice at me. You know, that's still throwing, even though whatever it hit on my body, if it was like my balls, like I said it was, or if it was just my leg, or if it was, you know, my chest or whatever, the individual still threw something at me. It's still a crime, you know, still committed a crime. And they weren't going to do anything about it, you know. So, you know, because Sammy is not in a position where Sammy can pull out a wallet and start paying fees, that it's a judgmental type of decision that they make, you know. It's their discretion on if they're going to give you that ticket or not, even when you're being accused of something as simple as being on the road or driving or whatever the case is, whatever they're accusing you of, you know. But Sammy looked like she was in a position, or he was in a position that, you know, had no address, didn't show him ID, you know, accusing claiming to be a victim of an assault. And so now they're like, and then she gets all mad and starts, you know, whacking my camera and throws something at me, and nothing's done about it. All they said was like, yeah, we're taking a report. Okay, thank you. Have a good night. Boom. They just walk away. Like, what? I had already told them that I wanted to do a citizen's arrest. That's exactly what they should have done. The individual threw something at me, you know. But me, that I carry a taser, and I'm just out here holding my camera like this, and I'm filming, you know, and they want to accuse me of you know, put me in handcuffs and everything, and say that, you know, I'm in violation. They need to make sure I'm not in violation. I haven't even put my hands on anything, like, and once you verify it's a taser, you got to make a decision that, oh, okay, this guy's not in violation. Why are we going to proceed forward, you know? So they pick and choose who they want to give a ticket to. And most of the time, it's going to be somebody that, you know, they think will be able to pay. That's just the way I see it. You know, oh, this guy looks like he could pay for all these fines. Let's rack him up. You know, city revenue right here. Hell yeah. You know, they won't give it a Sammy that doesn't have a physical address and probably won't even show up to court. You know what I mean? Just like that dude that pulled a gun out on East Los, right there in Skid Row. You guys remember that one? A guy pulls out a gun on East Los, and East Los just so happened to be faster than him, and pulled out his pepper spray and sprayed that dude, so he blinded him. But cops did nothing about it. The guy just rides by on a bike, passing by, and East Los is like, that's him right there. And the cops did nothing about it. They didn't try to follow the guy. They didn't stop the guy. They didn't do nothing. They let him go. Why? Because he was right there. He lived on Skid Row. He had no address. He's not going to show up to court. Plus, they didn't want to put hands on him because they don't want to get their hands dirty. You see what I'm saying? You know, but I'm not trying to be judgmental about them not having money, but I'm just saying, like, they don't have a physical address. There's nothing for them to put on paperwork except for a name. You know, these guys probably won't, you know, give them their ID until they're arrested and identified. You know, so there's a lot that goes into. I mean, to be honest, somebody committed a crime, then they gotta pay for the crime, you know, like, you know, no matter what their status is. You know, it's really depends on, oh, you know, is this officer gonna do the right thing or not? You know, just like that one dude, the one dude that hosed, he hosed me and Downey. And I think KC was there, but he was running back and forth, hiding behind us while we were getting hosed. But that guy didn't get arrested. As a matter of fact, I think there was a charge that they put on us. He said that we pepper sprayed him or something. Which the guy didn't have a stitch of pepper spray. He was never burning anywhere. He never had pepper spray on his body or his clothing, face or anything. But he lied and said we did pepper spray him. So guess what? We're the ones that got a ticket. After he's the one that hosed us down. You know? And that was the LA County Sheriff's Department right there. Alex Villanueva's boys. Man, I almost caught Alex the other day too. There was a coffee with the sheriff right there, right down the street from my house. And by the time we got back, they were packed up. Me and River saw him. We're like, what is that? You know, but and then yeah, for sure it was a coffee with the sheriff. We could have got Alex right there. Too bad we didn't. I would have asked him about his tyrannical, you know, underlings acting like a bunch of cowards out here. You know, where do they get their training? Where do you deputies get your training from? Like the school of tyrannical behavior or what? I don't get it. Yeah, but we're almost to the courthouse right here, guys. Got trial. See what happens. No matter win or lose, guys, we gotta always fight for our freedom. Don't talk to the cops, man. After they say that you're accused of this, that's it. Oh, really? Okay. Well, I plead the fifth. I'm not talking to you no more. Slow's in the house. What's up, Slow? Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you all in here. I'll give you an update once court is over, but right now, it's time. Gotta go represent, guys. Gotta represent for you. Gotta represent for me. Gotta represent for the guy that's being harassed right now by the cops. You know what I'm saying? Even if he does show up, you know, I still gotta plead my case and fight my freedom, you know? So that's what, you know, regardless, that's what we're here for. We're either gonna win or lose. Win or lose. It just goes to show what type of, you know, coward-ass police we have here. Supposedly keeping our streets safe, but we all know we all know the difference between keeping our streets safe and being harassed out here. Motherfuckers. The traffic court is right here, but there's no public parking right here. What? Why would they do that? All this parking. No public parking. How about in here? Nope. This is not public parking either. What the? They just want to, they want you to park here so they can give you a ticket. It's not even, there's not even signs up, but it's on the ground. What does this say? This is all employee parking too. What the? Well, 2-hour parking. I don't know how that happened, but I found 2-hour parking right on their parking lot. Look at this. That means I'm good, right? For 2 hours. They can't get me on this one. Sick. Are you guys following you? Why? How's it going, man? How you doing?
Oh, you taping?
Yeah.
All right.
I want to know who you are.
Wow. You gonna follow me too, huh?
No, I'm just walking.
Here, come on. You can help us.
I'm trying to find out where a division is. Can you help me?
Here, come help us.
No,
right
help
now,
me.
I'm already handling another case right now.
So no, I need help from you. I'm trying to ask you where a division is, if you can help me out.
I'm helping this gentleman.
Are you
right
information?
Did you hear me?
Where do I get information?
Go over there to the charge court or this building right here. Where it says permit.
Permit center? All right,
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah. Can you guys walk me over to traffic? Can you guys walk me over to traffic? Which way? Can you walk with me or no?
No, I can't. I don't want to.
Oh, you guys were walking with him? I thought you guys were walking people. No?
We'll walk him so make sure he gets his car okay.
Oh, can you make sure I get a traffic okay though?
Yeah, we can explain it to you. You can go this way and you make a right and there's a brick building.
Where do I make a right, sir?
Go all the way down to the pathway ends.
Where it says city over there?
Go down to the pathway ends. There's a red brick building. You can walk all the way down there and make a right.
Make a right?
It says traffic.
It says traffic right there?
Good day, sir.
Thanks. I can't go this way though, right?
Go any way you want. It's just shorter that way.
It's shorter that way? All right, thanks. Can I get your name and badge numbers before you go? Since you guys helped me out, can I get your name and ID numbers? It would be professional, courteous, and kind if you did. And it would be your civil duty because you are public servants, right?
Sir, are you gonna...
I just want to know your name and badge number since you guys helped me out.
Are you going to go to the traffic or are you going to come with us?
Oh, well, you said I could walk any way I want. I didn't know there was a restricted path.
No, you asked us what the shortest paths were, and you were going that way.
All right. Have a good day, man. You're not going to identify yourself, huh?
All right, sir.
You're not going to identify yourself?
I am Deputy Smith.
Deputy Smith, what's your ID number?
24, 31, 21.
Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
So I guess was damn, they're all escorting this guy to his car over here. Make sure he got off the property. Anyways, I got my own case I got to deal with, guys. I don't have time for this. What are you guys doing to me? You're like, go film him. Yeah, get him. And I'm like, all right, I have to. I must. But I got to get over to my court case before I'm late. Last time me and River showed up to the court case that I had, and they were like mad because we were late. We were like the last ones, and it was so quick because they didn't have any trials. Nobody showed up to defend their ticket, so they didn't have any trials. So they was so quick. We were only like 15 minutes late, and they were done with the morning session already. Damn, I could have parked over here somewhere. Look, 2-hour parking over here too. City Hall. I'm gonna have to do a City Hall audit when we're done, guys. West Annex. See if they're open. Damn, there's a cop watch over there too. Damn it. See, I knew I shouldn't have listened to them. Should have just went the other way. All right, guys. Well, here we are. Wish me luck, guys. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Give you an update as soon as I can. Looks like this is it right here. How you doing? Good, you? Yeah. Gonzalez?
Is it?
Yeah. Oh. Oh. All right, guys. Peace out. I was live. Want to say hi?
No, we cannot record.
Well, that's inside.